Do you know that most of us are living below our true potential? That's right. We go through life, day after day, stuck in our routines, fulfilling our obligations, and just getting by. But beneath the surface of this seemingly endless cycle lies something more, something powerful, something untapped. Imagine this. Buried under layers of distractions, comfort, and complacency, there is an uncharted realm of strength and capability waiting to be unleashed. It's like finding an old book on a shelf, only to realize it holds the wisdom to change your life. But here's the twist. This isn't just about discovering your potential, it's about living it. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we are not mere spectators in our own lives. We are the creators, the architects. And this is where things get interesting. Stoicism teaches us that our potential is not a distant abstract concept. It's something we can shape every single day through our actions, decisions, and mindset. But recognition alone won't unlock this power. It's about living with purpose, with intention, and actively choosing to reflect your highest self every single day. Let's get real. If you feel like you're not living up to your potential, trust me, you're not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common struggles we face. But here's the thing. Feeling stuck isn't harmless. It's a wake-up call. A gentle nudge from within, urging you to step out of your comfort zone and challenge the status quo. Why settle for average when greatness is within reach? So why do we get stuck in mediocrity? Why do we hold ourselves back from becoming the best version of ourselves? It often comes down to the fear of discomfort. We stick to what's familiar, to what's safe. But the Stoics remind us that growth comes from embracing discomfort, from stepping into the unknown, from pushing beyond our limits. The key to unleashing your true potential. This isn't about surviving, it's about thriving. Each day you're presented with a choice. Continue living as you are, or take a step towards something greater. It's not about making giant leaps or expecting immediate success. It's about gradual, consistent effort. It's about committing to small actions that accumulate over time. And yes, it's tough. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But what's more uncomfortable, taking a hard step toward growth or continuing to live a life that feels unfulfilled? This is where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics were masters at turning discomfort into strength. They believed that the key to unlocking our potential lies in accepting challenges, in facing adversity head-on, and in transforming obstacles into opportunities. So let's dive into how you can apply these timeless principles to break free from mediocrity and reach the highest version of yourself. The trap of mediocrity. Here's the thing. Mediocrity doesn't announce itself. It sneaks in quietly, often unnoticed, and before you know it, you're trapped. It feels harmless at first, just a few small compromises here and there. But over time, it creeps into every area of your life. Mediocrity is about settling for good enough. It's the belief that it's okay to just get by, to float through life without purpose, passion, or direction. And while there's no shame in being content with what you have, the Stoics challenged us to pursue something deeper. They believed that the pursuit of virtue is the pursuit of our highest potential. The Stoics didn't just accept life as it came. They actively sought ways to grow, to become better, to build lives of meaning and purpose. For them, every hardship was an opportunity to practice virtues like courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. In fact, one of the central tenets of Stoicism is the concept of living according to virtue. To the Stoics, virtue isn't just an ideal, it's the foundation of a well-lived life. Everything we do, every decision we make, should be aligned with our values of courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. These virtues are the true measure of success, not external achievements or material wealth. So, when we face the pull of mediocrity, the Stoics ask, Am I choosing to live by habit or by choice? Is this really all I'm capable of, or is there more inside me that's waiting to be unlocked? The power of virtue. Let's take a deeper look at what this really means. For the Stoics, virtue wasn't just about living an ethical life. It was about cultivating self-mastery. By embodying virtues like courage, wisdom, and self-discipline, we build a stronger, more resilient version of ourselves, one that is capable of achieving greatness. Courage allows us to step outside our comfort zones, to face challenges head-on without being deterred by fear or doubt. Wisdom gives us the clarity to make sound decisions, to choose paths that lead us closer to our potential. Justice inspires us to act with fairness and integrity, both in our dealings with others and in our treatment of ourselves. Temperance teaches us to exercise self-control and moderation, preventing us from giving in to indulgence or harmful habits. These virtues are like a toolkit for success. They guide us in navigating life's obstacles, and more importantly, they help us to transcend the limitations we often impose on ourselves. How to escape the rut of mediocrity. To escape the trap of mediocrity, the first step is awareness. Look at your life honestly. Are you settling for less than you deserve? Are you allowing fear, procrastination, or complacency to hold you back from achieving your best? Whether it's in your job, relationships, or personal goals, ask yourself, am I accepting less than I'm capable of? Once you've identified where you're stuck, it's time to challenge those areas. Here's the Stoic way. Break free from the comfort zone. It doesn't mean you have to make huge changes overnight. In fact, the Stoic path is about incremental progress. Set goals that stretch you just enough to grow. Take actions that challenge you, even if they scare you a little. Start small. Set challenges that are just outside your comfort zone. Don't expect to change everything all at once, but make it a habit. Every day, challenge yourself to make one small decision that moves you forward. Maybe it's taking on a project that pushes your limits. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who inspires you. Or maybe it's setting a personal goal you've been putting off for too long. Remember, growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from stretching yourself, from testing your limits, and from facing the things you fear most. But the Stoics remind us that failure is not the enemy. It's the judgment we place on failure that matters. It's how we interpret setbacks that shapes our future. The Stoic approach to failure. One of the most important lessons the Stoics teach us is that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. In other words, it's not the failure or setback that defines us, it's our response to it. When we fail, we can choose to see it as a disaster, or we can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth. The Stoics understood that setbacks are a natural part of life, but how we respond to them shapes our ability to move forward. Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for fear is to face what you fear head-on. When we confront our failures, we learn, we grow, and we get stronger." Epictetus, integrating Stoic principles into your life. What if you could live with the mindset of the Stoics every day? What if you could cultivate a sense of purpose and intentionality no matter what life throws your way? Here's how you do it. Live deliberately. Don't let life pass you by. Take charge of your decisions. Don't just go with the flow. Choose your course. Live with intention, and choose actions that align with your deepest values. Challenge yourself. Look for opportunities to test your limits. Take on projects that challenge you mentally, physically, or emotionally. Push beyond what's comfortable. The Stoics were masters at facing adversity, and so can you. Embrace discomfort. The Stoics taught that hardship is where growth lies. The more you embrace discomfort, the more you'll unlock your potential. Face your fears head-on. Don't shy away from challenges. This is where real growth happens. Reflect and improve. Regularly reflect on your actions, your mindset, and your habits. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my best self? What can I do today to improve? Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. Let go of the uncontrollable. Recognize that there are things beyond your control. What you can control is your response, your actions, and your mindset. Focus your energy on what you can change and let go of what you can't. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Each day is a chance to step closer to your greatest potential, to build a life that's truly aligned with your values and your purpose. Final thoughts. In conclusion, remember this. You are more than you think. Beneath the surface of your everyday life lies an untapped well of strength, courage, and potential. The Stoics understood this, and they devoted their lives to unlocking it. You can do the same. It starts with a choice to rise above mediocrity, to challenge yourself, and to live a life of purpose and intentionality. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. It's about starting now, taking that first step toward your greatest potential.